You think you know the subway. Think again.
There's an unwritten rule in the subway. After the final train stops at the last station, never look into the rearview mirror. I always thought it was just another stupid superstition the old drivers told new guys during those endless night shifts. Until I saw him, and everything changed forever. My name is Alex. For almost 6 years, I drove the night trains through the dark veins of the city. Everyone hates the graveyard shift. After 1 a.m., the subway becomes something else. The crowds disappear. All that remains are the metallic screams of the rails, the freezing wind howling through the tunnels, and the constant, suffocating feeling that someone or something is watching you from the shadows. The veterans would pull me aside and whisper, "Never stay too long at the last station, kid. And whatever you do, don't look in that mirror." I laughed every single time until that night. It was the very last run. Almost 2 a.m. The terminal platform was supposed to be completely dead, gates locked, lights dimmed to a sick yellow glow. As I slowed the train down, something moved in the rearview mirror. A man in a long black coat stood motionless against the tiled wall, not shifting his weight, not breathing, just standing there, like a statue carved from the darkness itself. The doors hissed open. No one entered. I stared at him. 5 seconds. 10. My hands started to shake on the controls. Then the station lights flickered once, twice, and he was gone, vanished into thin air, as if he had never existed. The next night, deep inside the tunnel, I heard it. Slow, metallic footsteps echoing from behind the train. I radioed dispatch. "Any maintenance crew down here?" The answer was ice cold. "Negative. No one is allowed in the tunnels after 2 a.m. That was the first time real fear grabbed me by the throat. The kind that makes your palms sweat and your blood run cold. On the third night he appeared again. This time inside the train. Through the rearview mirror I saw him, sitting perfectly still in the very last carriage, staring straight ahead with empty, lifeless eyes. I slammed the brakes, checked the security cameras. The carriage was completely empty. Not a single soul. But when I walked back through the cars, a whisper slithered right behind my ear. "Don't stop here." The tunnel lights died instantly. I started digging for answers. I found an old news report from 2008. A man had been dragged under a train on this exact line late at night. The driver swore he saw a figure standing on the tracks, seconds before the impact. Then I opened the photo of the victim, and my stomach dropped. It was him. The same black coat, the same dead eyes. A few nights later, a security guard silently pulled me into the surveillance room. Without a word, he played the CCTV footage. The platform looked empty, until the man suddenly appeared right next to the tracks, staring straight into the camera with those hollow eyes. The guard turned to me and whispered, "You saw him too, didn't you?" I nodded. He switched off the monitor and said the words I'll never forget. "You won't work here much longer." My final night shift before vacation finally came. I just wanted it to end. I wanted to leave this cursed line behind forever. But as the train plunged into the tunnel, the radio went dead. The cabin lights began flickering, like a dying heartbeat. Then the train jerked to a sudden violent stop, right in the middle of the tunnel. The footsteps returned, slow, metallic, getting closer, closer to the cabin door. I locked it instantly. My heart was hammering. Through the camera I saw him, standing right outside the glass, pale, dripping wet, a twisted smile on his face. His eyes were completely black voids. He slowly raised his hand and pointed down toward the tracks. I looked. Lying on the rails was a body. A subway driver in my exact uniform. His face was crushed beyond recognition, but I still recognized myself. In that moment, the truth hit me, like a freight train. The real crash had happened hours ago. Everything after the emergency stop wasn't real. Rescue teams found the wreckage just before dawn. The official report said I died instantly. But the strangest part came later. The CCTV footage recorded after the accident showed two figures, standing on the platform, silently watching the next train arrive. The man in the black coat, and beside him, a subway driver in full uniform. Both of them waiting patiently for the next passenger.
The train keeps running, even without you.